Good morning. So I'm back and it's live and we're going to be working on a scrapbook. I don't know if we're going to embellish it today or if I'm going to embellish it off screen, but I'm working with Candid Moments again, and I love this side of the paper. It's like the little leaves. I think they're just so pretty. So we're going to be using these papers. These are going to be my mats for the most part, and then yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm actually only going to be using one of these papers, but I need both zips. So I'm going to go ahead and trim the zips. So I'm going to set that one aside, and I'm just going to focus on this paper now. So let's get the zip strip off of this one. Now the pattern I'm following today is modified Pinterest pattern. And I can post that for you if you guys like. Okay, I'm going to trim this down to 6.5 this way. So I want to keep this side at the 6.5. So I'm going to trim the other side at 5.5 in order to get that 6.5. And that's because I want the yellows. Okay, and this is scrap for right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and set that aside. I want this yellow because I want it contrasting with blue, the Carolina blue. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and we'll just trim it this way first. Let's do 3.25. And 5. This portion is left over. Okay, I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to just start cutting down this way. Okay, so I want 2.25. I actually want 1.5 first. One and 3/4. Correct, yeah, 1 3/4. And then 2.25. Okay, I'm going to set these aside. These are going to be for my right or my left page. No, those are the right page. This will be the left page. Let's do it again. 1.5. One 3/4. And 2.25. Okay, so I have this ombre effect that goes down. So I'm going to actually separate that with the blue, and we're going to trim these down as well. So this is how it's going to go, with the zip strip in between each one, and then the ombre with the blue. Kind of looks sunsetish to me anyway. I love this paper. This is one of my favorites. Okay, so we're going to trim this down to 3.25. And 5. And 3.25. And then the other one we're going to do 5. So there's those. That's the main pattern paper in our design. Now I'm going to do, this is going to be a 2.5 by 7.5. First, let's get the dark side. So let's do 2.5. So 7 would be there, 7.5. Seven and a half plus 4.5 is 12, I believe. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. Now this is a 2.5 already, and I want to trim this down to 3.5, and this will be a matte for a photo. Now we're going to do a 3.5 on this one. We have 2 more photos that we're going to matte. Okay. So I need a 4.5, so this is going to be a 3x4. You could also do quarter, but I like to have quite a bit of the papaya showing through. And then another 2.5. I think that's all my photo mats. I'm going to pull some daisy out just so that I can annotate where these other 2 photos go, because they're a little bit, they're going to be a little bit hidden where they go. So we're going to pull that out, make sure that we know where they go. So this is already a 3. Let's do a 2.5. Let's do a 2. Oh, it's already 3. Let's turn around. Let's get a couple 2x3s. That's what I need. That's 2 2x3s. 3x2s. Okay. The other ones are going to be matted, so it won't really matter. Okay. Oh, except for I need to cut my backgrounds, don't I? Let's grab a white daisy. Four off the bottom. That'll give me my 8, and then split it in 2, which would be 6. There's my 6x8. Okay. Let's just focus on this one first. That's these guys, it's the short guys. I'm just going to line them up and see where I want them on here first. I know that they have to be way over here, so, but I want a fairly decent sized title at the top, so we'll see if we can do that. I know where they should go spatially horizontally, but not spatially vertically. Actually, that was almost perfect. So that's where I'm going to put it. And then this way I can put my tile right here. And then have the nice ombre effect still, but have it broken up with this leaf pattern, which I really like. So let's go ahead and get Tombow. I'm just lining them up directly to the page, the edge of the page here. And then we'll use our other one, the papaya, in the middle. Okay, this big papaya is going to be here, and it's going to be almost to the top. So I think I'm going to leave about 1/8 of an inch from the top. And snug it right up against these ones here. Now this is where these guys have to be. It's just to designate where these photos are. So that we can either trim the photos down so that there's a white mat, or we can just cover these mats up. There we go. Okay, now we need one more 2.5 by 3.5. This is a photo mat, and I'm going to put it so it's hanging over more this side than the other side. Pretty much right in the middle of the pattern paper. Okay, so there's that. There's that side. Go to the other side. We'll put the other side here, the left side there for reference, so we know what we're doing. Now everything has to be on the opposite side. And pretty sure I put this an inch down from the top. I did. So put it right here, snug it. Oh, that flipped. There's that one. This is the next one. Oops, after the zip, of course. Let's do the zip strip first. Okay, zip strip. And then this is the dark ombre pattern down at the bottom. Okay, this one is going to have this big photo mat and this other one next to it, just barely covering it on this side. So I think maybe I'll move this over to 1/4 inch away. And again, I want it higher up than lower. I'm going to put some journaling down here, I think. In fact, to do that, I might go through the PMLs and see what PML, if there's always a journaling one, and so I'm gonna see if we can find a good one to put down there. Now a lot of this is hidden by this mat, but that's alright. So, put them correctly side by side. This is how they look. I think they turned out pretty cute. So, that really didn't take that long. So, let's do a little bit of embellishing. It's probably not going to be much. I do have the sticker sheet. I do like this sticker here. Love this. And I also love the Live Your Best Life. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this background off, because this way if I want to try one out, I don't have to worry about putting it back where it belongs necessarily. This is a good trick if you use this backing for like in between, like while you're waiting for a photo. So you have a sticker and you're waiting for a photo to go in there, and you don't have any anti-stick patch, or you don't want to use the cornstarch or talcum powder method, then you can always use, oops, the back side of these just as that saver, so that you can slip that picture in there before you really tack it down. Let's put these back on. Let's see, was there any more that came off? Nope, I think that's it. Okay. Now I really do like this one, and that's where I was trying to save enough from here for it, and I may have done so. Yeah, I think I did. So let's go ahead and use cornstarch method. So we'll do Live Your Best Life there. And let's pop it up. Some 3D. And again, you don't have to have all of these stocked down. I probably will do the corners. Maybe not this bottom corner. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not going to do this bottom corner. So I don't want to do that. In fact, maybe I won't do the bottom at all. We'll just do the top 3. But this way it won't fold down either. Go. Now we can stick some pictures in there. Yeah. So Live Your Best Life. And maybe we'll put can even put some stars peeking out, or some leaves, or a star and a heart, all those above. Let's do it at least one star. Let's do the star. And maybe a heart. No, maybe another star. Do a cluster of 3 there, just so that gives it a little bit more visual interest up there. Okay. Now I'm going to write on these so I don't forget what size they are. Two by 3, 2 by 3, 2 by 3. Okay, there's that one. Move that over so we can see it. And this one I definitely need a journaling spot, probably down here. And maybe I do that out of daisy. So maybe we do a couple 1/4 inch things down here, and maybe one up there or something. So let's do, I don't know how big this is. Oh, this is a 4. I do know how big that is. Let's see if we have something different. This is a really good one for and this is almost a 4 by 6, so on that, let's do this one. Let's do 2.5. We'll just do a couple 1/4 inch cuts. I know I said I was going to look for a PML. I just don't think there's enough room down there for a PML. I'm going to do 4 of these, and we may only use 3. Okay. Let's take a look. Do 2 down there. Maybe we can get 2 up here. Same way. Yeah, I think that'll look good. Maybe we'll do those, smush those over to the other edge. And wouldn't you know, I'm out of Tombow. You know what? It's getting close. Did too many Christmas cards, I think. Tombow. Those ones. I might set these and then just take a look. I think that looks kind of neat. What does that? So let's cascade it down. And this one. Okay. Okay, so now we can embellish it. I think just a simple embellishment on this one would be good. Maybe put special day up here. I even have room for that cute little birdie. I wish there was a smaller birdie though. I know there is in the card making kit. It's a smaller one. Maybe we'll do this clip. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pop it up. I'm going to make it look like it's going to hold that photo. I think that would be really cute. So let's do that. You ever look for something and it's right below you? Yeah. Again, I'm not gonna take this one off. I am gonna do a really thin one for the top, and that's all that's gonna be holding this one. Because I want to be able to slip a photo in there. Okay, so there's all that room. 2x3, 3x4. Okay, those are really standard sizes. And maybe we'll put a couple of little hearts or something down here. Do that one and maybe a blue one. I was hoping for a baby heart. I may have to stamp a little heart. So I don't see a little cute little baby heart, but that actually looks pretty good. So we have a cascading effect down with the journaling. We have a little cluster here. We have this guy up there, which ties into the other page with the clip of Live Your Best Life. I use hearts instead of stars on the other one. That's okay. So there we go. There is the double page layout. Thanks for joining me. We will see you on Wednesday. And for cards, I will have a card to make or another project. I'm thinking about maybe another project having to deal with Christmas. I don't know. I might post that tomorrow. Who knows? I might film it tonight. So we will.